You found the Ohio Jimbo channel. There's a lot going on here. I'm an artist, I'm a musician, I love to play around, and I like to go places and do things. So join me on my adventures and I'll share them with you. Let me know what you want to see here on the Ohio Jimbo channel. Well, we're here at Blacklick Woods in Reynoldsburg, Ohio, and we're here to see the Canopy Walk. Everybody's talked about it, and if you look into the trees back here, you can see, there it is. You can see that that is the canopy up in there. So we're about to experience it. If you've never been to Blacklick Woods before, it's a great nature center. It's got a great hike that goes all the way through the forest, and you're on a boardwalk that's lifted up above a swamp, so you can actually go through here and see lots of nature. So we're gonna take this canopy walk. Never been here, and this is my first time here, so I don't know much about it, but I'll do the best I can to show you what it looks like here at the Blacklick Woods Metro Park Canopy Walk. All right, first I can tell you that as you come in here, you see there's a little bit of a climb. And well, this is going to be interesting to say the least. So let's find out what this is all about. Okay, you can see the canopy tours up there. Now, this closes at 7 o'clock. So we could have taken the steps up, but it's like 6:59 right now. So they're gonna let us take the elevator up. So there's actually an elevator here that'll take us up to the canopy. All right, we're on level 2, which is pretty far up here. So the boardwalk is up here and looks out over the forest. See here? So here's what we're seeing. This is, why do I feel like it's like a roller coaster at Kings Island or something? But this is the whole canopy here. Down inside there, you can see it. And it's very neat because here's the parking lot where we came from, down there. And this is really cool because there's a sitting area here where they actually have a bird feeder that brings the birds in. You can sit out here, look out over the forest. It's hard to get a judgment on this from just the camera's point of view, but there you can kind of get a good view of this. It's just really beautiful because you're able to see the forest floor, and all this wood still feels natural. It doesn't feel like it's violating nature in any way, shape, or form. But this is a very sturdy walk. There's no doubt about it. It's strong enough to hold a lot of people. And apparently there have been a lot of people here. This is kind of the center portion of it all. As you can see through the woods here, this is, we're over top of what normally is a swamp, but well, it's pretty dry here in Ohio, this time of year anyway. And this is a one-way walk here, and you can see that it comes through. You can walk the rope. I'm gonna walk the rope here, honey. There we go. Let's go through this suspension. 4 people maximum on this. There goes Jody walking across. This is just a suspension bridge held up by rope here. That looks a little more frightening. It's okay. I'll videotape just as long as you, when you fall, smile and wave. So as you can see, this is the that is no joke right there. That shows that Jody's walking on that rope pretty darn good. I'm proud of her. So this rope, it is looking down at the ground here. I'm gonna put my feet out here. Yeah, that's wobbly and frightening. And I'm trying to do this one-handed while I hold the camera. So, pretty sure, I got faith and confidence that they didn't build this so that it would fall on you. But you feel your feet wrapping around that rope. If you see that rope right there, so you can actually step on that rope and you feel your feet moving around it. This is nice and challenging. Oh dear. Okay. A double-decker center here. Looks like an interpretation center. And there's the actual boardwalk down there that goes through the forest. So if you've been here before, you'll know of that. And it goes nice winding path through the forest. And this whole area here looks like it's a kind of a playhouse here. Fireman pole. That is very cool. And you've got a little walk step here. Let you climb up between the different pieces of levels there to get up to the second level. It's got stairs going up, so you can go up the stairs. In case you're wondering what's up there, I'm gonna see what I can see. Oh, that's what's up there. It's a playground. See all kinds of stuff. There's lots of fun up here to be had. So this is what we're about to do. So people are walking across the suspension bridge. Okay, there's a net. Oh, this is weird because you're, oh my gosh. Okay, I'm not feeling comfortable with this whatsoever. I'm walking across the net on here, and it's hard to see, but you're looking down at the ground, which is, I don't know, that's got to be 50 or 60 feet. What would you think that is? So all in all, this is the Canopy tour that if you've not been here, it's worth coming over and seeing. Blacklick Woods Metro Park. And this is really cool too. They've got all these signs around so they identify trees so that you can see what tree is in front of you. You can learn while you're doing this. And well, you could get exercise too, because there's a lot of walking to do here. And after we leave the Canopy, we'll go down in the lower boardwalk, which is down in the woods down here. So around the lap that we just did, there's one other step that goes up here. This comes up to the top. And I can tell you that this is pretty darn cool. There's a whole view of the thing. Wait. Once again, if you haven't seen it, come out and check it out. Worthwhile trip. And there we have completed it. I believe that is about 60 feet up there. All right, so we've done the Canopy tour, which is way up in the trees there. But the other part that's here at Blacklick Woods is the ground level boardwalk, which is no joke either. It's got a lot of things to see back in here, and it's open year round. You can come there year round, and it stays open until I think 9 p.m. Sundown or something like that. So let's check this part out. Look at this. This is so cool. They got Edison bulbs up here, so as the sun goes down, you can still see your way through here. But this is generally a nature hike, and I have been on this trail before, and normally this has got water flowing under this bridge here, but it is August and we are in the middle of a, I think, drought, maybe not severe, but a drought anyway. And all the foliage back in here is kind of thinning out because of summer. But this is really nice too, because whether you're walking or hiking, this part of it, going to the nature center, is paved. Well, paver stones. So you'll be able to walk back here. And it's got a great ambiance with these lights, these Edison bulbs. I don't know how well you can see that on the video, but it is really a cool scene here. And as you come to the nature center, there's some interpretation areas where they have meetings and such. They allow you to learn everything you can about nature and see it. You're actually in the midst of it. So here you can see nice kind of fire area. There's the pole dancer.
How you doing?
Okay, so here is the interpretation center they have for natural things. You can pretty much learn just about anything about Mother Nature and the metro parks we have here. You get an interactive display of an actual pond there. And this is kind of cool because sometimes, and this is tinted, so outside they can't see in, but inside we can see out. And if you look, there are birds and such over here. Occasionally you'll get deer will come up, but it is really kind of a neat thing because you're in the middle of everything, but I'm standing here in an air-conditioned room right now, and it's just super nice. See, we're right in here with the bluegill. He's saying hi. Looks like a rock bass here. But as you can see,
there's a fish tank here.
That is a fish tank, isn't it?
And why the tortoise not going in the water?
He's just hanging out. He's trying to catch some heat from that light up there. Turtles like it when they have heat on them. So this will give you an idea of the interpretation center. So from inside here, the glass cases, you got the pond. There's a lot of educational opportunities inside here. And everywhere you turn, there's something new. And the people are just more than happy to help you find answers to any questions you may have. So again, this is the interpretation center in here. So we're gonna head back out and check out the boardwalk here at Blacklick Woods. Yes, they do have programs that you can come and visit. So again, this is the outdoor interpretation center. Look at that little fire ring. Sometimes they tell stories. They've built a wigwam way back here in the distance, if you can see it back there. Yeah, there it is. But this is all under canopy, so even in the hot sun, it feels nice and cool back here. So the walkway, this is where we came in from. There's those Edison bulbs, a little bit more developed that way. And then this way, you'll see all kinds of information. You can learn about all the weeds that are growing in your yard. Some of the weeds that you think are invasive, they're pretty special to Ohio, so you gotta look some of those up. But here the trail does change. It changes from paver stone right here to gravel, but this gravel is really hard gravel. And unfortunately, you can't bring pets back on this part of the trail. You can in the other part, on the paved part. But this goes way back through here, and I'll take you back here to show you how it gets to the boardwalk. So see, here we hit the boardwalk again. Now this is where typically this is water. So I do believe this is one of the first times I've ever been here when it's completely dried up, but it is definitely dried up here. This is full of all kinds of critters. There's salamanders and snakes and bugs, and well, if you want to learn, you just stop at any one of your trusty little signs and they'll show you everything that's in here. So, but the boardwalk is surrounded by forest. It's kind of cool because if you look up, the canopy above you is daytime is blocking you from all the sun, but you kind of realize that this is where a lot of the critters live. There's so many that live down beneath, but up in the trees is where, you know, squirrels and all kinds of birds. So I'm going to high speed walk you through the rest of this because I think this will be excruciatingly long to watch. So I'm going to stop the high speed for a second here just to show you how the boardwalk changes again. It goes from gravel to boardwalk throughout the woods here. And we're kind of late in the day, so you're not hearing as much of the critters, but oftentimes there's a lot of different critters going on back here. And each one of these trails, there's little markings that tell you, that's comparing Olympic sports to the bugs that are in the forest, so they're very timely on those. But if you come to these Ys in the road, these are different trails, but the trails are all marked right here, so you can actually see where you're supposed to be, where you're going, and if you want to, where you can go next. So there's Walter Tucker Trail and Beach Maple Trail, and this one goes back around underneath the Canopy Trail. So we're going to take this All right, I come back to normal speed here just so I can show you that as we're coming through on the boardwalk, there's the canopy up there. That's the canopy we were on earlier, and it's up in the trees here. So that's 30, 40, 50 feet up in the air, and it lets you look down here. Now, it's kind of cool because this trail, we're here again late in the day, so it's not hot at all in August. But during the day, it's normally hot around elsewhere, but it's not going to be back in here because typically that's moisture, water, everything's gathered out there, and you're in the midst of shade here too. So there is the canopy from underneath. And that is a pretty cool scene to see because in the midst of all these woods, the legs of those just kind of match the trees. It's really wild. And then I'll show you down here. It's hard to see, but there's indentations here and dips. I still don't know what those are, and I know there's quite a few of those through this forest. And every once in a while, if you look out in the middle of the woods here, you'll see more, but it's sort of like little miniature ponds that were out here. And those indentations are probably just caused by moisture sitting in there and keeping a good solid base. But anyway, this is a really cool feature to have right here, right next to Columbus, Ohio, in Reynoldsburg. And it's just off of I-70 at Route 256. So it's very easy to get to. And I said, here's your canopy over here. Let's see if we can see what this is. Yeah. Stay on the trail, people. But there it is. There's the whole thing from underneath side. And here's the greatest part about this, and I say this a lot about Ohio. These parks are free, people. They're free. If you go to other states, you're paying money just to park, much less to visit inside an attraction. This is Ohio, where all of the state parks, all the metro parks, they're free. There are activities that do have fees attached to them, some special activities if you wanted to do some extracurricular things. But what we're doing here doesn't cost a penny. So I implore you to get out and enjoy the parks of Ohio. And right here in a metro area, this is really unimaginable anywhere else. Anybody from any other state, go ahead and chime in here. Tell me that you get to do those for free, because if you do, you should be. If you're not, shame on you. But this is Ohio, and that's why I love it here. So, all right. It is cool too. In Ohio, you do meet a lot of people when you're out in these parks, and it's so chill because everybody is here for the same reason. They just want to kind of enjoy themselves. And there's no competitiveness here. There's no craziness. A lot of people clean up after anything that gets left behind, so everybody kind of pitches in. But I will say this is a gem. This is the Metro Parks gem, Blacklick Woods, with the canopy tour and the boardwalk tour and the interpretation center. I don't think you can beat this. And I just told my wife, I'm excited to see that there's so many people here this late in the day. Take advantage of these. Get a chance to get out, enjoy them. It's Ohio Jimbo. Until the next time, we'll see ya. I'm round on the ends and high in the middle. Here in the forest of Blacklick Woods, underneath the canopy of forest. This is Ohio Jimbo saying, hey, I'll see you out there. Hope to see you in here. Well, there's a lot going on here. I'm an artist, I'm a musician, I love to play around, and I like to go places and do things. So join me on my adventures and I'll share them with you. Let me know what you want to see here on the Ohio Jimbo channel.